Alright, hey guys, this is Miss West. This is a screencast from my computer. This afternoon as I got home and kind of was grading your papers, I realized very quickly that there were quite a few that you guys were very, very confused on, and there's just some that you just did not understand. So we are going to go through these, and I've picked out 7 problems that were what I would consider the most missed problems. And I'm going to talk you guys through this via this screencast. In just a little bit, I'm going to also see if I can get my face on here. That way we can go through it that way as well. The first question that I want to talk about is question number 2. So as we go through, please make sure that you have your rounding and comparing decimals recording sheet on your desk, because we will talk through these answers and you guys will need to correct your answers on your sheet. So as you look at number 2 reads, Coretta used these 2 inequalities to describe the range of P prices of the same book found in several bookstores. P is greater than $15.99. P is less than $19.99. Which price could not be one of the book prices Coretta described? As we look through our answers, P has to be greater than $15.99, and P also has to be less than $19.99. So as we look at answer choice A, it is $15.60. Is that greater than $15.99? No, it's not. Is it less than $19.99? Yes. So I need to keep that in mind, that for the first inequality, which are these things right here, for that first inequality, A did not fit in greater than $15.99. Looking at B, C, and D, $16.20, it's greater than $15.99. It's less than $19.99. So that's a yes for both of those. They both work. That one is not the answer. Answer choice C, $18.40. It's greater than $15.99. It's less than $19.99. Therefore, C is not the answer. D is $19.80. It is greater than $15.99. And it is less than $19.99. There is a 9 in the tens place right here. There is an 8 in the tens place down here. 9 is greater than 8, therefore $19.80 does fit that inequality. Therefore, the only one that did not fit was answer choice A. Therefore, for number 2, A is the correct answer. Looking at question number 3. Question number 3 said, Tracy finished a race in 56 4/4 seconds. How is this number written in expanded form? We've talked about beforehand expanded form being breaking it up into the smallest amount. Therefore, I have to break up each value. I have to break up the 50, I have to break up the 6, I have to break up the 400s. I cannot keep the 56 together and just add on the 400s. That's not breaking it up into expanded form. So by me telling you that, A and B are automatically out. We can cross those off. Okay? C and D, there is only one correct answer for C and D. So go ahead and choose which one that you think. Make your corrections on your sheet for number 3. Number 6 is going to be the next question that we talk about. Number 6 says, Jose, Chris, Tony, and Susan rode in a bike race. Jose finished in 5 3/10 minutes. Chris finished in 5 2/100 minutes. Tony finished in 5 32/100 minutes. Susan finished in 5 203,000 minutes. Who won the race? Think to yourself, if you want to win the race, do you want the slowest time or the fastest time? I hope you would want the fastest time. You want to beat whoever is out there, so you want to be the fastest at it. You need to look at these numbers and look at which one is the fastest. Most of you guys chose the slowest. The slowest person is not going to win the race. The person with the greatest number isn't going to win the race. Okay? Go ahead now and make your correction. Find the one who was the slowest. Find the one who is the fastest. All right, the next question we're going to talk about is number 11. Number 11 says, Kalina measured the distance from her house to the houses of her 4 friends. The chart says friend distance to house in kilometers. Anne is 800ths away. Miguel is 87 thousandths away. Shandy is 83 thousandths away. Henry is 9 thousandths away. Who lives the farthest away from Kalina? So for this number, you guys are looking for the biggest number that's there. Again, you have to look at the place values. There's all zeros in the tenths. Look at the 8. There's an 8, 8, 8, 0. Well, I can automatically mark Henry out because he's going to be the closest to Kalina. I have to look at the thousandths place, and I have to see which one's the bigger one there. Go ahead and pick your correct answer. Make your corrections on your sheet. The next one that we're going to look at is number 13. Number 13 says, the number 6,393 ten-thousandths was rounded to 64 hundredths. To what place value was the number rounded? Well, if I wanted to round this number to 64 hundredths, what digit would I need to look at? I would need to look at the 3 and look next door. That's a 9. 9 is greater than 5, therefore I would add 1 to the 3. What place is the 3 in? That's going to give you your answer for this question. Please make your corrections on your sheet now. The next question is number 15. Which number is greater than 214,779 and 23 thousandths? Again, I have to look at each of my numbers. There's a 2 in the 100,000, there's a 1 in the 10,000, there's a 4 in the 1,000, 7 in the hundreds, 7 in the tens, 9 in the ones. Now, over here on this one, I have a 0 in the tenths. Here I have a 2 in the tenths, a 0 in the tenths, a 0 in the tenths, and a 0 in the tenths. Which one is greater? Which one has the greater value, the 0 or the 2? I hope you picked the 2 because the 2 is greater than 0. Therefore, make your corrections to your sheet. You should have the correct answer now. Last but not least, we're going to talk about number 17. Number 17 says, what is 427 and 28,591 hundred-thousandths rounded to the nearest hundredth? The first thing that I have to do is find my hundredths place. My hundredths place is right here where this 8 is. I have to look next door. I look at the 5. Is it 5 or greater? Yes. Therefore, I have to add 1 to my 8, and 8 plus 1 is 9. If you look at your rounding notes, you can add zeros all the way back here, but the digits in front must stay the same. So I should have 427 and 29 hundredths. Please make your corrections on your sheet. Now, you may still not have all of your corrections made. We only went over 7 questions. It is your responsibility to go back through now and make the corrections to the rest of your answers. Some of you guys I will be pulling in a small group. Others of you, it will be your responsibility to make those corrections on your own. I hope now that you guys better understand this. If you don't, please come and ask me, okay? Please make sure that you understand. This is very simple, but a lot of you guys are not taking the time to read the question and actually understand it. Go ahead and make the rest of those corrections now. Turn it into your math basket when you finish.